Black Page Sports got Rob Engemann here in Baltimore at the St. Francis Academy Gym. Rob, I just wanted to catch up with you because you know the structure of college basketball, recruiting, high school, summers, all of that stuff seems to be up in the air. You know, we had the Rice Commission came out and they had some recommendations. Then the Basketball Coaches of America kind of endorsed all those recommendations. So you get a pretty strong sense that most of that stuff's probably going to get pushed through. The thing that I really wanted to ask you about was the notion that USA Basketball combined with the NBA Players Association, they're going to try to take control of the summer, the live period, and where the college coaches go. Now, you know, I know you've built a business around this, so I'm really interested to get your take on these proposals.
We got P-Rock and CL Smooth, and we're here to tell you that, and that's a fact, baby. Now you're gonna kick some lyrics like this. Come on. Walk a fine chalk line and put the needle to the
see how it actually fleshes out. I know there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of speculation, but until, I mean, things usually take a long time to get pushed through with the NCAA. Any kind of legislation takes a good amount of time. I've talked to friends that I have on the inside there. I've talked to other people at USA Basketball, just to see when rubber meets the road what actually happens, because obviously there is all kinds of ramifications that
for people's livelihood.
I'm not even concerned about that. People aren't thinking about, all right, what these college coaches and their budgets, their recruiting budgets. Everyone is quick to point fingers at AAU and people that organize AAU events and grassroots events, but no one actually paints the larger picture of, okay, these college coaches can spend a fraction of the money going to one place. So last weekend we were in Indiana with partnered with Dino Stragonis from Pangos for the Trip 24. We had teams all over the place. Obviously, Under Armour Association and the Nike EYBL were in Indiana. If you're a college coach at the mid-major level, you could see anywhere in the upwards of over 1,000 kids if you spent
one trip.
2 nights in a hotel, 3 nights in a hotel, 1 airplane ticket, or if you're bringing your staff, multiple tickets.
How you doing, man?
If they eradicate the current system and situation, you got to realize that that's going to have significant implications on these guys' budgets and their time allocated away from their student athletes on campus, checking classes, workouts, those kinds of things away from their family and potentially away from their teams if they're going to have to recruit more during the high school season. So I think that's one. Those are a couple things that people aren't really talking about. But again, the other thing that they're pushing is the camps. Camps are
Controlled by those guys.
correct, and camps are great. I'm not knocking camps whatsoever because they are. Camps have gotten phased out recently because it's easier and more economical for people to play in team events. But if you're telling me the only place those guys are going to be evaluated
is at a USA Basketball camp,
or not even who's running it, in a camp setting, when that player doesn't know that coach prior to, doesn't know the kids he's playing with prior to, how are you supposed to be properly evaluated in those circumstances? I mean, you see it every year. There's camps in the region that colleges go to evaluate, and a guy blows up first week of July at a camp, and I would love to know, if anyone can do the research, I'd love to see the transfer
rate of those guys.
Because you're getting evaluated in a situation where it's up and down. You're not playing in a team setting. Some guys either slip through the cracks or shine that way, you know.
So the impetus behind all of this seems to be this notion that grassroots basketball, guys like you, the organizers, and the guys that run the various shoe company clubs, almost if you read it, it seems like they think you guys are the problem. and it just strikes me as, you know, ill-informed.
It's It's an easy fix.
Hello.
Easy finger to point.
Just 10 for it though.
It's been happening for a long time. Every time there is a problem in grassroots and college basketball, it seems like that's an issue. I mean, it really needs to start with the NBA Players Association if they're going to mandate any kind of restrictions on the agents and police the agents. But again, like, why would the NBA and the NBPA spend money fixing college basketball's problems?
It's not their problem.
It's not their problem. Why are we going to spend money fixing their problems? So I think you're going to see a lot more of, if the NBA is going to get involved, you're going to see a lot more of the Darius Baisley type situation where guys are going to jump to the G League. If the NBA is going to put money behind anything, that's what they're going to put money behind.
They actually, I think they bumped the salaries up to $7,000 a month, 5 months, all expenses paid, trying to make it more attractive, trying to keep some of these guys from going to Italy or Australia for a year. So, all right, how you feel about your summer thus far, the events you've been putting on, the quality of the play that you're seeing, just grassroots in general? Do you think these guys are doing a good job with these kids? The impression I have is that at the upper end of it, these guys are pretty good and they work pretty hard. They're scouting, they're doing drills, they're coaching. Do you get this notion that, you know, guys are just rolling out basketballs and all that? What do you see?
Even below the shoe company circuits, which we've kind of
filled that niche,
and we've done a pretty good job. You'll see. I mean, these people treat this like full-time jobs. They have full-time jobs. This is their full-time job. This is their passion. And to kind of, like, again, like, for lack of a better word, paint with a broad brush, like, it's unjust and it's unfair because a lot of guys put a lot of their hard-earned money and time into this culture that we've kind of created.
Well, with all these changes we can expect over the next 12 to 24 months, can we expect to keep seeing Elevate Hoops in this thing in some way, shape, form, or fashion? Are you committed? They're not going to run you out of here, man?
We're committed to helping kids get to where they want to go and use basketball as a vehicle to get them there.
How far is your reach? Where do your events span? Is it generally Mid-Atlantic? Do you go out of
we've gone as far as Mississippi, the bottom of the map, Biloxi, Mississippi, as far west as Indianapolis. We do a bunch of stuff in Indiana now.
How far north? New York State?
New York, New Jersey, but we're willing to go anywhere. I mean, it's not really. We'll go where we feel there's a gap in the market.
For you know, a lot of parents, AAU guys, they watch this stuff. What's your contact information? How do they get in touch with Elevate Hoops, or what's your website so they can know what's going on with you guys?
ElevateHoops.com, ElevateHoops.com. At Elevate Hoops on Twitter, at Elevate Hoops on Instagram. All of our contacts on the website. Pretty easy to find.
Well, Rob, I really appreciate this time, and you know, we'll bump into you 3-4 times this summer. The events are always well run, normally very well attended, and we got a lot of buzz going around this thing. And let's hope the NBA and the NCAA don't screw this thing up, man.
Thanks. What I carry on bears a further purpose. From how we do slam a few, then you wanna purchase a dialogue of funk. You love to pop it in your trunk. I win more discipline than a Shaolin monk. Pete Rock and CL, well set to spark it. The powerful target to destroy the black market. But when you say black, listen, I don't know.